Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lena and I saw Lindsay the Frugal Crafter show the Q-Log Lightwish soft oil pastels in square sticks, and it really made my one monster wake up. I was looking for the soft oil pastels but couldn't find it, and then I found this set from Ohuhu, 72 soft pastels, and then I hit the buying button, and then afterwards, Amber told me that, oh, but Lena, those are not oil sticks. But I kept them. I went through with the purchase anyway because I like pastels. I rarely use them, but I got a vision about some fine day I will dig into my pan pastels and start using them. But look at this. Look at the square sticks. That's what really got me. Because I'm thinking that you can get like really fine tip. And they come in 72. And you know what? Before you get any further into my video, if you clicked on this because you think, oh, it's gonna be a nice review, in-depth, thorough about these sticks, you are so wrong. Because I am not a product reviewer. I'm some sort of a user. You know, I buy these art supplies, I use them, I have fun, and I don't really have a fantastic opinion, like professional words to fling out about it. What I can see here are some very fluorescent sticks, some darker ones. I think they could have given us some more gradation with the darks. And then we have some brown, good selection of ochre, nice, nice. We got the blues continuing over here. Nice teal, nice teal. Then we got a very few selection of greens, which is okay because we can mix our own greens provided that we have enough yellow. And we only seem to have like 4 sticks, one of them leaning towards orange. And then like butter, scotch yellow, and really nice, like, what could we call this? Like a cream, a cream yellow. That's nice. That's nice. I like the cream yellow because sometimes I don't do white white. I like the highlight to be a little bit mix of the white and ochre, and then I actually get this kind of creamy yellow. But okay, it comes also with some pastel papers, some samples, black and white, and there's 2 sheet of white, 2 sheet of black. So let's try and just use them, shall we? Shall we? Well, I know that usually when I watch tutorials with people using pastels, they are all like, don't smudge them out because they contain of fine crystal pigments that the light reflects in, so that's what make them so luminous. But I think I will approach this a little bit differently because I watched the Charvin pastel water soluble demonstration on Jerry's Arthurama the other day, and she was wetting her pastels, and I've never used water like that on my pastels, but I know from playing with charcoal that I can set the charcoal if I wet it. So I'm thinking I would like to try out that technique. So today I'm going to do an underpainting where I use what I think is like carrying on watercolor skills to the setting the underpainting with water. So it's gonna be like super watery, and it cringed me when I saw the demonstration because I was thinking, oh, if you want a watercolor look, then why don't you just take a watercolor background and then add your pastels on top? I was thinking like it was a waste of product. You know, it's just like, I don't know, that was just what hit my mind. But I am intrigued. I want to try and see how it works. So my plan is to do a watercolory background and then use the pastels on top and then leave some highlights untouched, unsmudged, because I trust that my Dela and Rowney fixative for especially pastels, like not oil pastels, but real pastels, are going to help me to kind of fixative my page. And this is all I think that I'm gonna say of fun words about this product. So if you are into an in-depth review, I will kindly push you toward other YouTubers who are not so much more, you know, like not like me. You know, they're like so much more knowledgeable about what they're doing, because you are probably gonna see like a newbie fooling around with these sticks. Yeah, so I let the paper dry up on its own, tapped it off, and then heat set it a little bit from the back. And look, guys, I don't think that pastel paper are suitable for this. Can you see how it's dry and it's buckling like a freak? I mean, I think that you should use some sort of mixed media, bigger GSM than this one. This is like very, I would say like 70 GSM, at least 130, 250 cardstock-ish paper if you want to do this wedding thing. I did not touch my palette and it filled with crumbles. So I'm thinking to continue just picking up, and I'm gonna switch out my brush to a round filbert instead of a flat square one. And then I'm gonna work on the eyes a little bit. But okay. Okay, let me set up my situation here. And when I play with pastels, I take wet baby wipes and then I make myself a homemade wet area where I can tap off the dust, and hopefully it will be catched by the wet baby wipes. And I mist it with a mister if they suddenly dries up. It's better than just blowing the dust into the air, because it's such a fine dust that it's breathable, you know. You can breathe it in. Here are the sticks, and my only reference to stick-shaped pastels is from Faber-Castell. I got a 24 soft pastel set right here, and it's half sticks. And I have played with it a couple of times, but not like a ton. But what I like is to do underpainting with these kind of hard sticks, and then I can go on top of it with a softer stick. But, you know, I'm a smudger, so I like to smudge with my fingers to feel my supplies. So before I start my painting session, I will take the pastel paper. Let me just take one tray up here. And I will flip it around on the back side. And then I'll just for fun see, like, get a feeling of this. Let's try the orange. This is the Faber-Castell. Leaves some sort of dust on this paper here. Let's take the Ohuhu. Okay, I'm actually surprised that it doesn't crumple up, because look at the tip of this pastel. You would be afraid that it will just crumble on you if you add some pressure, but it doesn't. It holds its stand. Nice to smudge. I mean, you get like a nice feeling. I think it crumbles less than the Faber-Castells. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, so far I'm kind of pleased. Yeah, if you ever should be in doubt that pastel are pigments in a stick, look at my baby wipe just wiping off my fingers from my orange demonstration. It really shows, how much how potent these sticks are. So if you don't like the feeling of having pastels on your finger, I think you could wear some kind of rubber gloves. I got from Derwent this pastel pencil set, and now I'm gonna sketch the face. I think I'm gonna do that in fast play because nobody wants to sit and see that. And okay, now for the fun and strange part. I've never tried, that watercolor wash thing. So I'm just gonna test here on a small area. I'm thinking flat brush. How about you guys? I'm thinking it will carry less water. I've never used a ton of water on pastel paper before. Oh my god. Yeah, it's very potent. Okay, I think I want super light washes. Super light washes. I'm thinking glazing also, like I saw the woman from Jerry's Atorama. She put down several. Look, it doesn't want to move. This is strange. I'm not sure I like this. Okay, but let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. I hope I can come over this. I saw the woman from Jerry Atorama. She was like using multiple colors on the same swatch. Oh my god. I don't want my pastel stick to get wet. Am I a pussy? I don't like to get my pastel stick wet. Okay, I'm a pussy. I'm gonna scratch off some pastel on a piece of paper. I'm gonna load my brush here. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. Like, if you wanted effects like this, oh my god, then why the hell don't you just pick up watercolor and do this as your underpainting? I feel that you would be much more in control with the watercolor. Ooh, that's a nasty buckle. Can you see already how pastel paper don't like water like this? It kind of confirms the theory that it needs to be a very damped brush. Okay, let's go back to the turquoise, and see if I can scratch off a palette here of it. Let's mix in for fun, just to see how you mix. So I got like two colors there. Damped brush, picking up both. My brush is so damp that it's splitting its tips. It's gonna be fun even for me to see how I'm going to glaze on top of this. I want something more bluish. I'm just gonna keep adding to this mix up here. Like, if this was watercolor, I would definitely add more water to my brush, but now I'm a little bit chicken. Let's get in some ochre. Maybe that's too bright. Okay, I'm gonna swatch out just a generic ochre, and then this color here that I actually think is more closer to what I want. Because we got some sort of an ear right here. And then we got, let's get some, I wonder, this is too peachy maybe. And then some blue on top. Oh my god, look at my split brush. It looks so weird. Okay, now I'm gonna rinse it. I have to confess that I don't really got any experience working like this, which I think is a reason to keep this as a live art recording, because you might learn together with me, you know. Okay, now I want some hot pink. I'm gonna lift up the camera just a little bit so you can kind of see my swatch palette over here, because I think I'm gonna keep on having this technique just to control, because can you see, you can see my pastel application up there. That's not likable. If I had continued like that, I would have like a patchwork in the end, like a lot of square streaky thing going on, and that's just enough annoying for myself that I would dislike the drawing. Yeah, I'm just keeping it real here. It doesn't take much for me to think that something is annoying if I'm not able to save it, you know. I want to get like a luminous area here, so I'm not necessarily going in there. I think we could carry on a little bit darker value here maybe. Okay, I'm gonna rinse the brush. Okay, let's get in some green, soft green. What do we have? What do we have? We got like, I don't want an olive. I'm thinking more like this bright pastel right here. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Where to put her? Him? Here maybe? You could have some green colors here. Okay, let's see if we can fade that out with some blue tones. Guys, I'm top layering now. I'm glazing. This feels so weird to do it with pastels. Okay, now we're gonna introduce some of the warmth. So let's see what we can get. We got this, they call it ginger. It's like a orangey, sun-kissed one. Let's just give a warm reflection just right there. I still am not comfortable about getting my pastels wet. Now I want to go back and see the Jerry Atharama girl's tutorial to see how did she get around applying pastel on a moist, damped paper. I mean, okay, she was using the Charvin, which is sold as a water-soluble pastel, so it might be able to do a couple of more tricks that I don't know of. You know, like it might be able to curate after being wet. But you might wonder why I'm such a pussy about getting my pastels wet. It's because if you get your pan pastel wet, you have ruined them. There's like no return. Look at the paper. When it's saturated too much with water, it gets these dark specks. I hope it dries up without them. Okay, let's get some maybe some yellow tone and then some pink. So should I go yellow first and pink afterwards? I'm thinking. I think I'm gonna go yellow first and then pink on top to get some sort of layered coral. But yeah, if you put water on your pan pastels, they will become hard as rock and you won't be able to get them back in the powdery consistent. I haven't tried it. So it's not like learning by doing, but I just heard that rumor and I don't want to test it to see if it's applying directly to this pastel here. Let us get, we got this nose right here. Just get some of that skin tone. I think I would like to have, even though we are having a bunch of cool colors over here, I want to carry on this nice, right there. But yada yada, you're in for a very long sitting here because this takes time. I'm after like a light green, and normally I would mix that, but I want to try this neon green. Oh my god. I want to see how, I've never tried a neon pastel before. I want to see how neon is neon green. Let's put it up here in the forehead. It's not bad. It's like a spring green where you added some lemon yellow to it. But okay, look how I got like really light coats of it. So I want to carry it maybe down the nose, maybe here. I want to carry down the green downwards somehow. Ooh, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that pastel paper is suitable for this. I think I should have picked watercolor paper. I also feel that when you wet down the pastel paper, you are destroying the grain of the paper. If you can imagine, like the what's gonna grip the pastel is going to turn soft. So I would say, because I'm such a frugal animal, that I think this is like a waste of good pastel paper, this technique right here. You know, adding so much liquid or just using liquid in general. So I think that if I could resaddle, I would have picked mixed media with a cold press surface that's kind of a little bit textured, because maybe some watercolor papers got that kind of pattern on its texture, and that would be annoying working with pastels on it, because you know you would be able to see the gritty points. I need to go darker here, and it's very wet, so I'm a little bit hesitant. Okay, I'm gonna be a daredevil and then just go on top of it. What the heck? Let's get a mix of. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, let's go like super dark right here. Oh, I like that. I wonder if I should take another brush. Maybe like a half-inch flat. Hmm. Okay, let's go to the warm tones over here. Could be bold to start out with this orange. Look how beautiful it is. It's a very beautiful orange. I also like this step down called tangerine. That would be nice. Let's see if I can make a gradient. Where to stop? I feel that you get very quickly hard edges, and then when you try to get rid of the hard edges, you are a little bit out of control. Let's get a warm yellow for the forehead. I'm thinking, do I dare to go in stronger right here? Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm such a fan of this fiddling. That green, was that the neon? Can you believe it? I'm gonna take this cool green instead. I'm playing it safe. Let's grab some green. Let's start getting it in over here. Maybe I should just embrace the patchy look and trust that I can go on top of it with, you know, like kind of cover it. Let's get some very light yellow, like this pale yellow here. Let's get in a nice underpainting of that here. I think when I'm done with this, okay, here I got a dry area. So let's try and just apply the pastel in that dry area. Hmm. Okay, I'm definitely gonna heat set this before I continue. We got a sunflower yellow here. That's a nice one. I might use it for this indentation we got here from the nose. Look, I can't let this go. But what I was thinking was to maybe take a little break and then Okay, I can't let this go. I want this. I want to try this one. This one is nice. Yeah, I was thinking about taking a little break and let the paper dry up a little bit so that it doesn't get so abused, because now I have covered up so many areas that I will eventually start glazing on top of them. Oh, I'm chasing a crumb. So I think that a built-in drying session, if you're doing this drill right here, would do good for your paper. Do your paper good. It was a nice soft. Then maybe I could work a little bit on the neck here. I think I want some cool purple. And then maybe I can make it transition into some blue tones. Like a cool... what would it be? Yeah, I have this cerulean right here. I think that will do. And then definitely totally something like, oh my god, we could use like the turquoise. Like, check this out. This is a dry area. I think this turquoise. Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. And maybe we could go like really dark, just right here. Oh, those split bristles on my brush is like not fun to play with. But I'm a little bit afraid of saturating my brush too much. Oh my god, look, I can't even control it. Okay, let's see if we can... Yeah, and then we get a little bit of a cool lemon yellow right there on the throat. Got lemon yellow here. Yeah, you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna let this paper dry up to make it more relaxed. Okay, I'm thinking to go in and add some blue values first. So I'm wetting my brush and picking up the cerulean. One of the good things about wetting this first come a little bit in handy now, where I can get this very soft application of the blue tones. And I'm trusting that I can come on top of this with some white. I want a natural looking girl, so I think I'm just gonna go ochre. It's like really boring. Just ochre for the... Maybe I should pick a different color for the eyelid over here. And then I definitely want to have a very bright bright, like apricot to work with on the warmer side of the face. So if I try this application of the apricot, I'm a little bit in doubt. How detailed are your underpainting going to be before you start working on top of this with just generic pastel applications? You know, so I'm just winging it. You know what? I think I would like some really bright yellow. It would be like really nice to have some really bright yellow underneath the nose here. Like it's like illuminated. That is nice. And the eye color itself, we could make them blue eyes. Okay, what do we have? Oh, I already have all the bright blues. Okay, wait a second. I could go in with that neon. No, that's too neon. I want a little bit of green and then top it with blue. Maybe I should try and get in some pupils because there are some people who freak out if they see ghostly eyes like this. So I'm just gonna be ready here to get in some pupils. But I still want to play it safe. So I'm gonna put in some blue pupils to begin with because I am interested in getting the hair and some of the background in, because then it will give me a better feeling of how dark values can I actually use on my face. Okay, let's get in some sort of eyelash line. I am going in first with some burnt ochre to stay away from the super dark. We save that for the end, right? So we still got time to change our mind with the values. So I know it looks kind of sketchy because of the ochre, not ochre, the umber eyelashes here. But I kind of like, I'm gonna give her like really open eyes with a giant eyelid because I'm working with pastels, so it would be easier for me to paint it in with color in a stick form instead of having like really narrow eyelids. Let's get in some of the nostril, just a placement, a suggested placement. Just a hint of it right there. I will put one of them, and then maybe I would go something like this for the second one. I think that the lips should be super soft, like not a very lipsticky. I still don't know what kind of girl this is. You know, we'll figure it out. I need some a cooler red. So I'm thinking, what about the rose red? It's kind of a little bit cooler. Yeah, that's more likable for this. But maybe I should try and figure out a hairdo, so we can see how our values are gonna be. We. I hate when doctors are talking in we, and then I'm doing the same here on my channel. I'm sorry for that. Okay, like the filbert, better than the white flat brush. But now we can use the wider flat brush for the hair. I'm just gonna kill that sunlight. Oh, I hate to do it, but I hate to do it. Had to. What kind of girl do we have? All this is dry, so since it's hair, I think I should try and do more like, while this paper was drying, I actually did go back and browsed through the demonstration of the Charvin water-soluble pastels from Jerry's Atarama, and I did see that she was just going on top of the damped paper. I don't know how she dared. I'm still not going to do so, but she was able to put a lot of pastel down and then blend it with a wash. So now I'm gonna experiment because I need that answer, I need to try it myself to see how it feels. So I'm going in with yellow tones. I think I'm gonna back it up with some brown values. Oh, it's crumbling. I think I'm and because the paper is buckling, I don't like the way the crumbles are jumping off the paper. Usually, oh, this was a hard one. Usually when you work on pastel paper, the crumbs at least stay inside the paper and don't just skip off. Let's get in some sort of blue. Maybe this one here. Okay, wouldn't you say that this is a delightful wash? So let's try and get that. But before I do so, I'm just gonna catch this dust here. Okay, wetting my brush. And I'm thinking up or down, or okay, I'm gonna start in the bright areas first. I'm trying to deposit that pigment. Oh my god, this feels so weird. It's gonna be very streaky. But maybe it's not so bad to test streaky on areas with hair, right? It could be part of the... Oy. It's okay. It's a little bit annoying. I mean, if you're used to work with watercolors, then this is not nice. And look how saturated my paper became. So my paper became wet and then it changed its value. So now it looks darker than it really is in real life when this has dried up. So it is kind of, it can fool you to think that you got enough dark value down, but then your paper dries up and then it's not dark anymore. I'm going in with some burnt ochre mix with some umber. I think I want to carve out her face. Let me see, how chubby cheeks should she have? think I'm just gonna lightly carve it out somehow. We can get like a hairline here somehow. Yeah, it's sketchy. I can't wait to come to the phase where I need to use the pastel just as a normal pastel, you know, like with all the mark making on the paper. Let me see if I can soften up that line right there. Okay, I have to wait for it to dry up to see how it ended. On this area here, I wouldn't mind going like really dark, and since it's dry, I think I will do the same drill, you know, adding pastel down and then see what happens. Oh, it's jumping up and down because it's so buckling. I got a very, very dark burnt umber here. It's very likable to look at in stick form. Okay, her ear should be like okay, look how you get this almost like hair strand looking, like I can see that this method is fun to use when it comes to hair because you get so much given, you know, like strand texture, hair strands texture. I can't even speak. It's because I'm so excited. Whatever makes it easy for you. Look at this area here. That's nice. Won't you say that's nice? I think it's nice. So apparently, if you follow the direction of your hairstyle, you can really quickly mix some pastels and then with your brush strokes get a nice application. Oh, that's a little bit fiddling right there. But look at that. That is nice. Let's see if I can you know, I'm thinking I want an ochre right here. I need to mix in that temple area right there. So if I just oh, I need to transport my palette a little bit. This temple is dry, so now I'm wondering if I am picking up my underpainting or if it's going to be somewhat permanent. I honestly feel that it's going down a little bit like ink tints, you know, like kind of permanent. But we could do a lifting test if we were like really cool at doing products review, but I'm too much in this painting session to okay, let's use my palette paper and see if we can make like a lifting test. I'm wetting down this peach color here, and then I'm gonna let it dry naturally, and then we come back to it. I can't heat set it because I got all this dust on top of it. So I'll just, by the way, when you heat set things, if you're working with pastels, bad idea because all the crumbs are gonna be twirling around in your airspace, in your air. But I heat set this one because it was without crumbs and it was almost half dried up by itself. Drying shift. I don't see any drying shift like you probably would with watercolor, but I think pastel is like a very potent pigment stick, so there's not a lot of filler and all that kind of jazz in these sticks, so I don't see that drying shift would be an issue. Okay, here on the sunny side, I think I would just pick up what's on my palette and see if I can reuse that so it won't be wasted. So the only way I'm thinking about doing it is to go in with a wet brush and then pick up, and now it's lying on my bristles, and then thinking hair strand. Gonna do it one more time. Picking it up and it's lying on my bristles. Swirling backwards. Yeah, it's a strange way of loading color. Yeah, you know what? I think that it's somewhat permanent when it gets wet, because look how difficult it is for me to pick up this last on my palette. Can you see that? I'm not like really picking up anything. Okay, let me get some of this peach right here, orangey. Another positive thing about the crumbled dust, if you're like super frugal, is that you can pick them up with a wet brush and then reuse them in your hair. I would like some gray tones up here in the corner. Some, I think I'm gonna choose like a cool gray for one of the corners and maybe a warm gray for the sunny side of the painting. So cool gray over here. And then I'm gonna pick up just a warm gray. Let's see if I can just use some random brush strokes in this corner here. I like that yellow happening right here. Okay guys, I think that now I will totally stop this water application and then go regular pastel stick. Let's try and lift that down here. It is liftable, but okay, it's kind of an earth tone, you could say. They are like usually liftable. What about that neon green? That's definitely not an earth tone, right? Yeah, it's liftable. It lifts, but not back to white paper. So it still is. You can lift some, but not like back to the white paper. But okay, let let us dry our paper. Let it dry. I'm not drying it with a heat gun. Okay, so it dried up, super buckling. It's getting worse and worse. Now I want to. The wet you can see here is because I just re-moist my baby wipes so they can catch some of the dust. Okay, I have to try to smudge with my fingers because honestly I like to smudge. I'm a smudger. So now I think I want to go in just randomly and start smudging in. And you might think like, hey, then why did you did so much underpainting? I'm asking myself the same question. So maybe I should try and control my smudging so I won't cover up everything on this paper with this joyful smudging. So I still got some of the effect of the underpainting visible. This is that neon green. Oh, I have anticipated smudging that. Look, it's not that bad. Okay, let's try the neon yellow and see how crazy is that. I could, for instance, put it right here. Look, it's just a bright lemon. It's just a lemon. I don't think if you're gonna buy this set thinking like, oh my god, neons, what the heck is that? And interested in this set just because of the neon sticks, you will be a little bit disappointed because it's not like fluorescent. Um, where else could I put? Maybe I'm thinking here. Maybe I think I want a very yellow uh, color on my nose. So okay, let's try the neon yellow here, and then the neon green on the cool side. Oh, I like that. Uh, Maybe I should get some dark over here so that that really would pop. How about some neutral tones? Like, could I go? I got this one called taupe. I'm just gonna lay it in. It's just gonna help me make some of the bright areas pop more. And then something really dark. Let me try this. I like that it's not that crumbling. I mean, I've seen worse. I've seen worse. When I work with the Faber-Castell short sticks, half sticks, I actually think that they are more dusty to work with in this one here. Okay, I made that cheek pop a little bit. Now it got like really dark on my finger, so I'm just gonna continue blocking in dark values. Because like I said, the dark background is gonna help me determine how dark can I get her, for instance, eyelashes and other values in the face. Okay, we have to try the black. So I'm just gonna try it on this area right here. Okay, now I'm cleaning my finger, dusting it off. And first, now I'm checking if I'm recording. I need to get better at this. Okay, let's work on the cool side. I am thinking, okay, we got this crazy fuchsia. Oh, look how beautiful it is. Oh my God. That is a delightful color. Very, very likable. And of course, I can't stay away from this turquoise. Okay, I have to remind myself to leave some of the water treated areas alone. So I kind of got that as a reference later on. Some green up here. What about that? Oh, it's called Aragon. I want to say Aragon from Lord of the Rings. Aragon. It caught my eye. That is a beautiful shade. Oh my God. Got that. I don't know. Just really likable. And let's get in some of this green tone here. There's like no rhyme or reason for my color, what color I'm picking. It's just what I like. I think we could have like a very dark, just a hint of something really dark here, right there. Okay, these small areas are always very difficult for me when working with pastels. So I think I'm just gonna try and tip it off to begin with. And yeah, best as I can do. And then we got this pink rose and also this coral, and I'm thinking about building up the nose with these two. See if I can get some oh, it's so beautiful. Which was it? Was it the coral? Yeah. Maybe underneath the eye over here. And then this pink rose could be just on that curvature of the nostril right there. And of course up here. Man, that's likable. I like her a lot. I know she still looks really weird. But these, what can you call them? Multicolored faces do have somewhat of, I don't want to call it an ugly stage because I really enjoy the play with all the colors and everything. But it can look a little bit scary. Just a little bit. Okay, we need some sort of a raw sienna for this area up here. I think would be nice to have some raw sienna right there. That was a cool one. I think I want to place it up here also. And maybe could I get a raw sienna edge here? That would be cool. I like that this is kind of glowing, and I want to smudge in some white and see, can I get it to be even more luminous over here? But let us see, we have this color here. We got this pale yellow. Maybe I could enhance the cheekbone with the pale yellow first. Before I start my smudging, and then the jawline could get some of this pale yellow. And then the white, just to see, just to check how white is our white. Sometimes white in pastels are not white, but they're kind of grayish, light grayish. So I'm just gonna check my white. Ugh, I got a nasty hard crumb. Yeah, it's white. It's not the gray white. It's a nice white. Look, it's a nice one. Okay, I need to build up some more shading around the nose. I'm just gonna put in a highlight right there so I remember where to stop. So I need to build in a bridge here that's covering up the light. I would love for this to be a bright color, and then maybe the bridge of the nose could be somewhat a little bit darker, like red ochreish, or should I do burnt? Let's try the red ochre. So if I go in here, I always mess up this drill right here. So let's see if I'm lucky today. I want some sort of, oh, can you feel how my insecurity just went to alarm mode right here? Mm. And it's because I need to darken up some of these areas here to make it believable that it's in the shade. Because I got cool colors, right? Like, not that they're cool because I like them, but they're like temperature cool. I think I hate coming in with the dark on these pastel drawings. But I do need some sort of... I like them when they're, maybe that's hence the word pastel, when they're pastel colored, like macaroon pastel, because I like the softness of it, but I do know that they cannot all just stay like that. They need the values. But I think maybe it's like a classic new beginner feeling that coming in with dark colors is a bit scary. Okay, I'm gonna tap off. She's got a very round cheek. Maybe I can fix it. What color was that? Could it have been the burnt umber? Let me see if I can make her cheek not so round. Now she's got like a plump. Okay, turning it upside down. Then I can better see what I'm doing. It's like I need a line that come in there. And like that. Let's see if I can smut that out into something softer. And then check it. She's still kind of plump. Like she's got a wisdom tooth bothering her on the left side of her face. Poor girl, poor girl. Yeah, not satisfied. Let's try and sketch a little bit more with that line here. If I could get some sort of indentation right here. Now I'm just playing with the sketch line to see what we get. If I can get some sort of like carving out a cheek and a chin. This is very plump still. Oh my god, how many times can I go back and forth? This is probably where others would have turned off the camera thinking like nobody wants to see that part. But I like it better like this, I think. So far. But let's see, it might change. Should I really? I just didn't want to go so flat, like a flat line down. Yeah, I need to go flat. Darn it. I just don't like those super flat line down faces because I think because my head is round shaped, plump cheeks, and I'm just human. That's how I look. So I like to leave some sort of plum cheeks. But then I can see how by giving her plum cheeks that I made her more like a teenager or something. And now I added in some more maturity. Yeah, I'm gonna soften up that line from the inside here. That was a little bit too much. And then I'm gonna try and make the black appear more out here in the hair so you don't get the idea of just that black line. And then I need a heck of a lot more black over here to make it believable that it's the same hair. Maybe I should off this edge completely so it doesn't have a residue of highlight, like light. So I'm offing the light completely on this side here. Okay, I need to go wash my hands because they're getting more and more filthy. Okay, so we are very close to get to the third phase where there's like no more smudging, but I want to try the neon pink because yeah, it's just I've never seen pink pastels, so I'm just gonna find an area to apply it in just to see how it is. Hmm. It's not fluorescent, if that's what we were hoping for. It's more like what like a pink rose, but just a little bit artificial. I can see florals can be fun to do with this stick. Okay, guys, we tried the pink. We have not tried the neon orange. Neon orange. Hmm, maybe we could try it right here. Maybe that's more like a clean spot to test it on. Hmm. Hmm. It's like peach with some lemon yellow in it, but it's not fluorescent. um Pastel yellow, I would call it. Okay, now we have reached the state where there is no more smudging, and now we're just going pastel. No more smudging, Lena. And then I need a piece of paper. I'm just gonna lie a piece of paper right here so I don't disturb what I have been painting, because now I want to work with pastel pencils on the eye area. And this tutorial it's not a tutorial, this upload has been a little bit long, so I think I'm gonna work a little bit fast on the eye areas, also because the memory on my computer is not it's not that good. Did I get, oh shoot, I need the whole face. Let me see. I want to give her like friendly smiley eyes. What the heck is wrong with this edge? There's something wrong with the edge of her face. Like, I think it will help if I went in with a super dark, like, there's something off with her. Okay, a little bit more smudging to get that corrected. There. Okay, back to the pastel pencils. And my plan here is simply just to sketch in as much as I can with my pastel pencils. Maybe we should get in some eyebrows, that would help me. And then I need to change color. Okay, I'm just gonna take a cool gray to end this eyebrow here. And then I could take like a light like that. And then the eye itself, I really like those blue eyes. Okay, I'm super rushing it. I'm a little bit concerned about the recording being too long. I'm gonna take a dioxazine purple, trying still to avoid the black for last. I don't really have round pupils. So I need to look at it front view. Yeah, can you see how I should raise this a little bit more like this? And then I got some issues with I like the placement of this pupil right here, but then I don't like the placement of that pupil. So I'm going back to the bright blue. See if I can. I just want to distort it so it doesn't have a round shape, because I dislike the placement of them. So I'm just distorting them out. You can have like abstract distorted distortion. A step out of the dark would be this blue right here. Oy. Yeah, I like the Derwent pastel pencils because I can sharpen them in a sharpener, and I know that's gonna make people cringe, like, no, you should always sharpen them with a knife. But I am not good at sharpening anything with an X-Acto knife. Oh my god, I'm gonna hurt myself. So I kind of know my limitation. And that's why I chose the Derwent pastel pencils, because I can avoid sitting with a sharp knife when I use them. I need to find a burnt umber. Burnt umber. What about burnt sienna? This is a dark sanguine. It will do, it will do. just want a speck of some brown here. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to go in darker now, which is always a little bit scary. So let's make it in steps. I start with sepia because I find once you go in dark with pastels, it's very hard to take it back unless that you want to sit and scrape with a craft knife. That was that was a nice color sepia. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say, you know? Like, I hope you still enjoy watching me sit and paint. um, and sorry for being so incoherent with my voiceover. I wish that I had like a lime green pastel pencil for the edge of that nose. What is this? This is vanilla. Vanilla. Maybe I can use that for this tip here. Can I really go in with just the edge of this pastel? Okay, it let me. That was nice. Thank you. Okay, that gave me kind of courage to start using the pastels. You know, that confirmation of you can go in with the squared edge and start building things up. I somehow want to finish off the eyes so I kind of get to know my girl here. So let's try and finish off the eyes. You know, getting closer and closer to finish it off. I cannot see myself doing lashes with this stick right here, so she's not gonna have any lashes. It's just gonna look like crap, you know. Okay, highlight, highlight. Oh, it's always exciting to see how bright can you get it. Oh my god, I don't even have I don't even know the name for it. You know, this thing right here. Can we go in with the flesh tone on just the stick? Let's see if it works. Yeah, it took it. Okay, I'm very subtle with my highlights because I don't want her to be looking like a manga drawing. Um, Now I am thinking I would actually place a highlight up here in the forehead, just like this, like that. And then I would love to have a highlight right here. Maybe that could have been a sky blue highlight, right? So let me see if I have like a really light sky blue. A neon blue? No, no neon blue. Mm, mm, mm. It's gonna be the turquoise that's the lightest. Okay, then I won't. Ah, how about a light green, greenish, like super bright green? How about this one maybe? I just need a color value change up there. That's not that sky blue. And then I would like a really fresh highlight right there, but I need to darken out the surroundings so that it will kind of pop. Um, so I wish that I had a mauve, like, oh, it's just so dark. This is just so dark. Okay, maybe I can create a mauve, an illusion of mauve over here. If I first put in this one and then top it with, I want to pick up this stick to do so. Topping it with this. And then I squeeze it with the white. And then I lost the purple. So let me go back to this purple stick. Okay, I'm gonna smudge that. I need some sort of a darker area to make my highlight pop. Let's see. Okay, let's try and put in that highlight and see if it works with our preparations. Yeah, can you see that? Nice. That is super nice. She needed it right there. I'm not so sure that I got that illusion of a faded shade from the nose over here. So I'm just gonna work on that, and I really like that neon green for some reason. And it's got a hard edge, so I think I'm gonna smudge that hard edge in. Go like that. Yeah, I like that. It looks a little bit weird, but I like it. I think the set needs a mauve. Seriously, honestly, it does. Maybe I can have like a highlight right here, and on the top here, and right here. I'm thinking about having a super bright highlight right here on the nose. And then maybe some strange line work of scattered highlight like that. And continuing that strange scattered highlight. Super white right here. I like that. Also, if it could be like really white right there. Okay, let's think about the lips. I can get some help from the pencils to get the more. I like that dioxazine violet. I need to be very sure about where to put it. Like right here. That's one of them. And a smirk. Everybody loves a smirk. Let's put in the dioxazine violet in this smirk right here. I think I need some pastel texture on the lips. So let's try this pink rose on this side here. And then let's find a cooler like I'm gonna try this rose red. There, and then I'm gonna come in with the white. Kind of mess with it a little bit. And then I need cubic, some sort of showing where I think her cubic bow is, and I think it's around here. So I can come in with, should we use, how about this one? And then I'm gonna tap it off. I'm getting closer to something that I like to see. Oh my god, I still need to line up this area right here. Like that. I think I should try and get in a little hint of lashes with the pastel pencils. Don't know if I have a black that's sharp enough. This is indigo. I'm gonna try with an indigo first. Because I actually want the appearance of something in this area here. Not a lot, just a little bit. I like that she's so natural, so I don't think that I would change that. Now I'm thinking about her forehead. Could it be fun to come in with that orange? Oh my god, what's up with me in that orange? Maybe I should blur it out a little bit. That was a weird color to introduce. Maybe I need it here elsewhere, you know? Like, maybe I could have like just a speck of it here. Okay. I'm looking in the monitor. I actually think that I will stop my painting session now, also time-wise. But yeah, I got a good overall feeling about these pastels. I think they're likable. I have not regret my purchase at all. I think that it's a fun toy. You know, this is different if you're used to a lot of watercolor like I am. Then it's nice to have the diversity of a different toy, and I definitely think that this is worth trying. Not a fan about using it as a watercolor. I would just go and grab watercolor if I wanted. If I ever wanted a background wash like that. First of all, less frustrating. I think to me it's like a gimmick. Maybe a sales gimmick to get the Charvin pastel sold, because as you could see, it's not a unique quality of just the Charvin pastels that they are water soluble. Apparently, all pastels can be dissolved with water and carried around the paper and will get fixed, like use it as some sort of a fixative on the paper. So don't just think that it was just the Charvins that had that unique ability. I really feel that it's just a sales gimmick. I also feel that you need some skills within watercoloring to make it a joyful session, and I'm not so sure that I would recommend that to people who think it's frustrating to use watercolor, like it's so unpredictable, because they will find the water application of the pastels even more frustrating, you know? Like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, I need to go now. It's just so hard to stop. There are a lot of things that still can be done on this pastel drawing. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I like the luminosity of these pastels. I think you can get something that's like very bright, and they don't crumple a lot, and that's a plus in my book. Okay, I'm gonna end this stream. Thank you for watching so far. If you watched so far, you are a trooper. I wish you a perfectly nice day. Bye bye. So I ended my drawing session, and this is the girl. Let's take her up close to the camera. And I love the luminosity of working with pastels. Like it's very like illuminated. And once again, this was the product that I used. This is the how the box looks. Oh my god, that's sunlight, but I love it. Love it. This is very bright. Now I'm gonna spray her with pastel spray, and I don't think that I will lose much of the highlights, because most of my highlights are in the application itself and not depending on a white going on top of a darker color. So, yep. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.